biggest franchise cricket event of the year, the IPL Indian Premier League 2026 edition, is right around the corner, so I thought, what better time than now to dive into our first tier slot video on this channel, and I'm going to go through ranking the teams from S through to F, just based on their squads alone and my opinions on how well they're going to do. I've been watching the IPL for many years, and that's kind of my main source of knowledge for most of these players. There's going to be a few names who I've either forgotten or are new, but for the most part, hopefully I'll know roughly what I'm talking about. I'm obviously not going to get too bogged down in the stats and this, that, the other. It's going to be very much vibes, but hey, it's a tier video, it's just for fun anyway. When all is said and done, make sure you pop down to the comment section to let me know how stupid I am, how amazingly genius and such a visionary I am, and how I got everything completely right, or again, how stupid I am. And as well as that, give me your own tier lists in the comments too. Without further ado, let us begin with the Chennai Super Kings. So of course, the squad starts with MS Dhoni. We've got Anshul Kamboj, Gurjapneet Singh, I'm so sorry, Jamie Overton, Mukesh Chowdhury, Nathan Ellis, Noor Ahmed, Ramakrishna Ghosh maybe, sorry again, Sanju Samson, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Shivam Dubey, Shreyas Gopal, Saeed Khalil Ahmed, Ayush Matra, Dewald Brevis, Urvil Patel, Kartik Sharma, Prashant Veer, Rahul Chahar, Matt Henry, Akil Hossain, Matt Short, Zach Fulks, Safraz Khan and Aman Khan. So I do know a lot of those names. Obviously there's some quite big hitters in there. MS Dhoni, the king himself. Interesting to see Sanju Samson as well. I did actually know from when it was announced that Samson had moved away from his captaincy at Rajasthan Royals and had joined CSK. But still very interesting to see him in the squad. Jamie Overton I think is a good pick. The ones that really stand out to me are retaining Noor Ahmed. I think he's a fantastic spin bowler. I think in many ways he's better than his compatriot Rashid Khan. Dewald Brevis seems like he's only going to get better and better. He's very much the future of this style of cricket. Akil Hossain was a name that I was surprised to see in this team as well. I feel like, I could be completely wrong here and someone will inform me in the comments, but I feel like this might be one of his first IPLs ever. But either way, very good bowler. Matt Short's a decent bowler as well. All in all, it's an okay squad. There's a couple of match winners in here. Like Shivam Dubey can turn a game on its head. I've already mentioned Noor Ahmed, great bowler. Nathan Ellis as well is very much like a 50-50 guy. Sometimes he's amazing, sometimes he can, just get smacked around the park. So I know it's boring. I know it's kind of not the best way to start a tier video, but I'm going to go straight ahead into the B tier for CSK. Sorry, CSK fans. I do actually like watching CSK games because it feels like one of the better home crowds. But good luck to them. Fun team, fun bright yellow jersey. On to Delhi Capitals. So Abhishek Porel, Ajay Mandal, Ashutosh Sharma, Akshay Patel, Dushamantha Chamira, Karan Nair, KL Rahul, Kuldeep Yadav, Madhav Tiwari, Mitchell Stark, nice, Mukesh Kumar, Nitish Rana, Samir Rizvi, T. Natarajan, Tipurana Vijay, Tristan Stubbs, Vipraj Nigam, Aukib Dar, Patham Nisanka, Kyle Jamieson, Lungi Ngidi, Ben Duckett, David Miller, Prithvi Shaw, and Sahil Prak, I believe. I should have said this at the start, but sorry for any terrible pronunciations. I'm sure there's going to be many, but I'm English. We're not exactly good at foreign languages and foreign things in general because we take for granted that the world speaks English. But anyway, this team feels much the same to me as CSK. There's a few, as I say, like match winners who can, pull something out of the bag. You've got Mitchell Stark, Tristan Stubbs, Akshay Patel is a great all-round player. There's a few names that I don't know. There's probably more names in this squad that I don't know. But there's also a few of my kind of like favourite players. You've got KL Rahul, Kuldeep Yadav, Ben Duckett, who I'm a huge fan of. So yeah, it's a pretty good team. David Miller's in there as well. Kyle Jamieson can pull things out of his hat. It's not bad. It's not bad. Am I about to do the worst possible start to a tier list video and put the Capitals in a B tier as well? Yeah, I think I am. Okay, I promise we'll have a bit of variety coming up shortly. Let's move on. Gujarat Titans. Anuj Rawat, Glenn Phillips, Gurnor Singh Brar, Ishant Sharma, Jayant Yadav, Josh Butler, has he moved? No, he hasn't moved. Kagiso Rabada, love that bowler. Kumar Kshagra, Manav Sutar, Mohammad Siraj, another absolutely one of my favourite bowlers. Arshad Khan, Nishant Sindhu, Prashid Krishna, another like good up and coming, but there's some good fast bowlers in this team. Okay, where were we? Sai Kishore, Rahul Tewatia, Rashid Khan, Sai Sudarshan, Shahrukh Khan, Shubman Gill, Washington Sundar, Jason Holder, Tom Banton, Ashok, Sharma, Luke Wood, bit random, and Prithviraj Yara. There's a name that unfortunately I do not know. Okay, I can already tell this team is not going into the B tier. I really like this team. There's some seriously good bowlers in here with Kagiso Rabada, Mohammad Siraj, Rashid Khan, Prashid Krishna, Jason Holder, Washington Sundar with a bit of part-time spin, the captain Shubman Gill, Joss Butler opening, Glenn Phillips is an amazing... Yeah, okay. I'm not going to quite get carried away just yet and go S... Oh, whoops. No, didn't mean that. There we go. Not quite going to go S tier yet, but I think that squad for me, it has to be an A tier. That's a really good squad, and there's quite a few players there who, as I've alluded to in my earlier kind of rankings, that feel like they can just win a game themselves. T20 is a format where if one or two players, even sometimes just one player, goes absolutely Super Saiyan, then they can win the match for their team. And it feels like Gujarat Titans have quite a few of those potentially match-winning players within the squad, hence putting them in A. Now, moving on to the team that I kind of support in a way, KKR, the Kolkata Knight Riders. I just like them for two reasons. One, I will mention why in a second, and two is because I like the purple jersey. Other than that, no real affiliation, but hey, adopted KKR fan over here. Let's go. Ajinkya Rahane, Ankrish Raghavanshi, Ankul Roy, Harshit Rana, Manish Pandey, Ramandeep Singh, Rinku Singh, Rovman Powell, Sunil Narain. There's just something about that guy that I absolutely love. He's the other reason that I support KKR. Anyway, Umran Malik. Oh, is that the dude that bowls at like 1 billion miles an hour? Vaibhav Arora, Varun Chakravarti, another one of my absolute favourite spinners on the planet. Cam Green, Mathisha Patirana. That's the dude that bowls like out here, right? Mustafizur Rahman, Fizzy, Tejasvi Singh, Rachin Ravindra, love that. Finn Allen, Tim Seifert, Akashdeep, Rahul Tripathi, Daksh Kamra, Sartak Ranjan, Prashant Solanki, and Kartik Tyagi. I've recognised Tyagi, but 4 of those last 5 names, or no, sorry, 3 of the last 4 names, I absolutely don't know, sorry. But I'm sure they're all great players. There's some standouts in this squad. Obviously, Narain's been there a while, Rovman Powell's been there a while, Rinku Singh's been there a while. Patirana, I feel like he used to play at CSK maybe. Fizzy's a great bowler. Rachin Ravindra, a great up-and-coming Kiwi all-rounder. This is a good team. I don't think it's the best team we've seen so far. I don't know if there's anyone in here who can turn a game on its head. I think there's a lot of consistent players, like Chakravarti is always very consistent. Rinku Singh, who I just mentioned, is always very consistent as well. Manish Pandey is a good player. They're all good players. I don't really know about the squad as a whole. I don't know if it's really got that kind of, that star impact to it, maybe. And it's also because I'm a fan of the team, and my football team is Southampton, and we're a bit rubbish, and I kind of already have that negative mindset. So maybe I'm being overly negative towards KKR, but I think just for the sake of balance, I'm going to have to go C tier. Just for the sake of, so Delhi Capitals have Mitchell Stark, for example. There's no one of quite that quality in the KKR squad. So unfortunately, as much as it pains me, I think we've got our first C tier of the video. Moving on to the Lucknow Super Giants, another team whose jersey I really like. But anyway, onto the squad. Abdul Samad, Aidan Markram, Akash Singh, Arjun Tendulkar, Arshin Kulkarni, Avesh Khan, Ayush Badoni, Digvesh Rathi, Himat Singh, Manimaran Siddharth, Matthew Breitsker, Mayank Yadav, Mohammad Shami, Mitchell Marsh, Mohsin Khan, Nicholas Puran, Prince Yadav, Rishabh Pant, Shabazz Ahmed, Josh Inglis, feels like that might be his first IPL as well. Mukul Chowdhury, Akash Raghavanshi, Amrik Norkia, Wainindu Hasaranga, and Naman Tiwari. Good squad. Very good squad. Arguably one of India's most overlooked bowlers ever is in this squad, Mohammad Shami. Absolutely love that guy. He's been really clutch against England as well over the last few years, but still kind of isn't seen in the way that like Bumrah and Siraj are. But I'm a really big fan of Shami. I think he's a great bowler. There's some pretty good all-rounders in here. Mitch Marsh can, do a little bit of everything. Actually, he might be the only one. Oh, Aidan Markram. I knew there was another one. Yeah, Markram's a great player, obviously, and his fellow countryman, Arik Norkia, also a very good bowler. I love watching Hasaranga, the celebration, that thing. I think that's really cool. Cricket needs more celebrations. I know Siraj stole the Sue from Cristiano Ronaldo, but I love a cricket celebration. We need more. I think Lucknow, to me, also it's great to see Arjun Tendulkar, but I think for me, Lucknow are just lacking in batting power a little bit. Aside from Markram, Mitch Marsh, Puran, Rishabh Pant. I mean, English rather is he's not exactly a fool with the bat either. But it feels like a good bowling side, a very good bowling side, but not a great batting side. So on balance, because you can't win a game just by bowling, I think we've got another C tier. I feel like that's going to cause quite a lot of controversy in the comments, but for that reason alone, we'll move swiftly on to one of the most supported teams in the league, the Mumbai Indians. So kicking things off, Ala Ghazanfar. That's definitely a new name for me. I've never heard of him, sorry. Ashwani Kumar, Corbin Bosch, Deepak Chahar, Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah, Mayank Markande, Mitchell Santner, Naman Dir, Raghu Sharma, Angad Bauer. Sorry, that's another new name. Robin Minns, Rohit Sharma, Ryan Rickleton, Shardul Thakur, Shafin Rutherford, Surya Kumar Yadav. I love Sky, great player. I love his sleeve tats. Tilak Varma, Trent Bolt, Will Jacks, Quinton de Kock, Mayank Ravat, Athava Ankolekar, Mohammed Ishar, and Danish Malovar. Okay, there's quite a few names there that I do not know. That's a very interesting squad. It feels like, I wonder if a lot of these names that I don't know are young and up and coming players. You guys can let me know in the comments. There's even some not Indian names, so not homegrown players whose names I don't recognize, like Robin Minns. I'm going to presume he comes from, maybe like South Africa or somewhere. But I don't know that guy. So not a homegrown young player, but maybe another up-and-coming young guy. All in all, good squad. I feel like, again, it's a good bowling side. I'm not sure where the batting's coming. I'm looking at it now and I'm seeing, okay, Hardik Pandya, decent all-rounder. Mitch Santner, yes, he can bat, but he's more obviously known as a spin bowler. Who else have we got? Tilak Verma, decent batter. Quinton de Kock, obviously. Will Jacks can hit a six or two. Rohit, obviously. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. It really isn't as bad as I thought. I don't think there's enough star power in here to put this squad as high as I put the Gujarat Titans. But it's a decent squad. I think it's a bit better than Lucknow's. I think it's a bit better than KKR's as well. So for that reason, I know it's boring. I'm sorry, but I'm going to put the Mumbai Indians in the B tier, and we're going to move on to the Punjab Kings, starting with Arshdeep Singh, Azmatullah Amartzai, Harnor Panu, Harpreet Brar, Lockie Ferguson, Marco Yankson, Marcus Stoinis, Mitch Owen, Mushir Khan, Nehal Vadera, Prabsimran Singh, Priyansh Arya, Paila Avinash, Shashank Singh, Shreyas Iyer, Suryan Shedge, Vishnu Vinod. What's with all this? Vishak, Vijay Kumar, Xavier Bartlett, Yash Thakur, Yuzvendra Chahal, Ben Dwashus, Cooper Connolly, Vishal Nishad, and Pravin Dubey. Feels like a lot of Aussies in this squad. A lot of Australia, South Africa, New Zealand in this squad. Lockie Ferguson, Marco Janssen, Stoinis, Xavier Bartlett, Cooper Connolly, Dwashus. A lot of kind of like fringe Aussie players in there, especially. Obviously, Stoinis has been around the block for a long time. But Connolly's relatively new, Xavier Bartlett's new, Dwarshuis is kind of just getting started. I like this squad. I like it a lot. I feel like the main kind of loss from this squad has not been keeping Sam Curran. I think Sam Curran is one of the best T20 players in the world. Obviously, he played for Punjab Kings for quite a long time, it feels like. But yeah, he's not there anymore. You know what? I really like this squad. I feel like most years, Punjab kind of get a bit rolled over. Their squad doesn't really have that fight in it. As much as I love the guy, Stoinis is very much a game-to-game player. It's not as if he ever has like a great season. He just has games where he's unplayable, and then other games where he kind of, it's just there. Don't get me wrong, the guy's amazing. But yeah, in terms of what I've lost my train of thought. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Vibes. Straight. Oh my god, what am I doing? I hate laptops. No, there we go. They're not S tier. Not S tier, but A tier. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the Punjab Kings this year. Let's go. Okay. I'll be honest, I have looked at the squads before when they were announced quite a while ago, but I'd forgotten them, so hence, it's impossible to remember every single player. But going into this video, I did think that the Rajasthan Royals were probably going to be my highest placed team. That could change by the end. But anyway, let's go through their squad now. See where my vibes take me. Okay, Dhruv Jurel, Donovan Ferreira, Jofra Archer, Quinema Parker, Luandre Pretorius, Nondre Berger, Ravindra Jadeja. Their names all just kind of flowed into one. Rian Parag, Sam Curran, there he is. Sandeep Sharma, Shimron Hetmeyer, Shubham Dubey, Tushar Deshpande, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Yudhvir Charak, Ravi Bishnoi, Adam Milne. God, the Adam Milne? Blimey. Ravi Singh, Sushant Mishra, Kuldeep Sen, Brijesh Sharma, Arman Rao Parala, Viganesh Pathur, and Yash Raj Punja. Sorry again for pronunciation. I feel like I should be saying that constantly, but you'll just have to forgive me. Yeah, this is a good team. This is an undeniably good team. There's a mix as well of kind of tried and tested players who have earned their place, like, Jofra Archer, Ravindra Jadeja, Sam Curran, who I alluded to. Rian Parag, I feel like gets a lot of stick in India. Reading comments on IPL highlights, it always feels like Rian Parag gets attacked. So I don't really know why. I think the guy's a good player. Obviously, he's a good player. Dhruv Jurel, I think, is a great player as well. And then you've also got a few of the young guys who are coming through. Obviously, Jaiswal at this point is very much, cemented as part of the India team. The world knows that Jaiswal is a player and a half. But Vaibhav Suryavanshi, who burst onto the scene, to use a very old expression, last year he kind of set the world on fire with that century. And, let's hope the guy continues and has an amazing career ahead of him. I really like this team. Do I think it's an S tier? I'm not sure if I do. Reading it back, I still think it has a lot of star power. It has quite a few names of players who, on their day, can, as I keep saying, turn a game on its head and win a game almost single-handedly. I'm not quite feeling S tier though. So we're going to go with A tier for the Rajasthan Royals. Although I do think if there was an A+, if I'd made an A+ tier, which perhaps I should have done because no one's in F, then I think I would have put RR in the A+ tier. Moving on to the Royal Challengers Bengaluru, RCB. Okay, deep breaths. Abhinandan Singh, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Devdutt Padikkal, Jacob Bethel, Jitesh Sharma, Josh Hazelwood, Krunal Pandya, Nuvan Tushara, Phil Salt, Rajat Patidar, Rakesh Dar, Romario Shepherd, Suyash Sharma, Swapnil Singh, Tim David, Virat Kohli, Yash Dayal, Venkatesh Iyer, Mangesh Yadav, Jordan Cox, Kashink Chauhan, Vihan Malhotra, Vicky Ostwal, and Satvik Deswal. Okay, this is a good team. This is a very good team. It was great to see RCB finally break that duck last season. The combination up top of Phil Salt and Virat Kohli is just endlessly watchable. They've got some great bowlers in there with Josh Hazelwood and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Great all-rounders in there as well. Bethel, Shepherd. Josh Hazelwood's a great bowler. Did I already say that? I feel like I might be repeating myself. I really like Padikkal as well. I think he's a great player. And what this team has, it has those names. It has the Tim Davids of this world, that if Tim David locks in, he will just hit 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and he will win a game carrying this team on his back. He might not need to because this is a seriously good squad, but having Tim David will never hurt when you're playing white ball cricket. So, where do we put RCB? A is looking pretty stacked. B is looking pretty... They're not B, they're too good for B. They might be too good for A. We might have our first S tier of the video. It's vibes time, baby. Let's move on before I have to justify myself. And this video is already going to be 20 minutes long, so I'll try and rush through. Sunrisers, Hyderabad. Abhishek Sharma, Aniket Verma, Bryden Kars, Eshan Malinga, Harsh Dubey, Harshal Patel, Heinrich Klaassen, Ishan Kishan, Jaidev Unadkat, Kamindu Mendes, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Pat Cummins, Samran Ravichandran, Travis Head, Zishan Ansari, Liam Livingston, Jack Edwards, Salil Arora, Shivam Mavi, Cranes Faletra. I am so sorry, I have no idea how to say that name or who that person is. Praful Hinge, another one, no idea. Amit Kumar, Onkar Tamale, Sakib Hossain, and Shivang Kumar. What a really mixed bag that team is. It's funny how Hyderabad can have two of Australia's best players kind of consistently over the last few years in Pat Cummins and Travis Head, as well as game-winning Heinrich Klaassen, amazing on his day, Ishan Kishan, Bryden Kars. Liam Livingston can, as I've said a few times, can turn a game on its head, both with bat and ball. But I'm just not sure about the rest, in all honesty. I really don't know what to make of it. Sunrisers have had a bad few seasons in the IPL. They've not really played that badly. They've just not had that killer edge, that final kind of thing that you need to just win a game. It feels like they're a team full of decent individuals. Some players who are, kind of like I alluded to with Marcus Stoinis earlier. Some players who are great on their day, but they're not on their day, kind of just disappear. I'm looking at you, Liam Livingston. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Just for the sake of rounding things out, I'm going to be unbelievably harsh. I'm going to put Sunrisers as our first F tier team. There we have it. Wow, I'm kind of surprised myself because I had no preconceived ideas other than, I thought Rajasthan were going to be a good team going into it. But there we have a very vibes-made tier list for IPL 2026. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and what your tier list would have been. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's just meant to be fun. I can't wait for IPL 2026 to begin. I'm sure you guys can't either. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you soon.